Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode in my Unreal Engine open world tutorial series. So in this episode I'm going to create a foliage type. So this is the foliage type, and this is the foliage type. So I'm going to place this foliage type where I need the NPC characters to be spawned. So in the runtime, whenever the player come near this object to a certain range, only when they are in the certain range, the NPC characters will be spawned. So here is the demonstration. Now if I start from a place like this, and if I using toggle using debug camera mode, if I go there, now you don't see any characters in the benches, right? Now if I enable again the player controls, and if I go closer there, now you can see the characters are there. So the reason to go with the foliage type is because I could just place the character themselves in this scene also, but the problem is that it's tedious to place all the characters I need manually, but with the foliage type I can just click and place them. And also it would be easier to manage the project, because if I have like thousands of characters in the runtime in the editor, so I don't think it would be harder to manage the project as well. There will be thousands of objects here basically, so it's hard. So by placing an foliage instance to denote that this is where a character should be would make this easier. So that's why I wanted to do it that way. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. So yeah, placing these characters by hand like this is kind of a painful process. So instead of that, what if I have something like a foliage? So you can just select some foliage. For example, what are the smaller foliages we have here? Okay, let's select this for now. I can just select a foliage and just click, and everything is placed. So yeah, like that. What if I have a way to place these characters uh, instead of manually placing them? So, and in the runtime they would be spawned. There will not be characters in the editor, only in the runtime when the player is near them the characters will be spawned. So to do that, yeah, let's first create a foliage type. Under BP, in the BP folder, let's NPC systems, where should we define this? Okay, here I'll create a new blueprint class. Not this, foliage type. I'll select this one. I'll call it FL character spawner. Right, let's open it. What do we have here? No, actually it's not the foliage type I should have chosen. I should have chosen foliage instanced static mesh component. This is the type I should have chosen. Let me, yeah, now I can select it. All right, so then here I should have, yeah, I have this begin play event. Okay, so actually I don't need the begin play, maybe, yeah, in the tick event tick. So here for performance concerns, can we set the tick timing? Usually we get we can set tick timing interval here. All right, let's use event begin play, because I'm going to place so many instances, so many character spawners throughout the world, so checking for the distance from the player in each tick would be costly. So therefore I'll set tick interval, set component tick interval to maybe 3 seconds. That would be enough. Okay, now here get location, get world location, and then also get player character, get actor location, distance, calculate the distance from the player to this object, and if that distance is smaller than, let's say 5000, spawn actor from class, and for the spawn transform I'll give the current actor location, okay, and for the rotation I'll give get world rotation, and spawn transform scale I'll keep as 0 0 0. So for the class I'll use what's this class name? I mean this guy's in place worker, right? In place worker, and I'll keep a reference to that character, because later I'm going to destroy this class when the play is out of this range. Okay. All right, now to put this now first let's see if this spawning works, and after that let's look at the destroying part. So to put this to work, I'll delete these guys, and on their place I'm going to place a new foliage. Where is this? Okay. Right here, static mesh foliage. All right, now for this one, can I define it without a mesh? Let's see. So I'll call this f spawner in place worker, and I'll select the component class as fl character spawner. Maybe we should use, okay, spawn is better. Now let's use this one here. And then spawner. Okay, now we don't have a mesh here, but I guess that would be okay. But just to keep it as a reference, maybe we should use something like a small rock so that we don't have a problem there. We only have big rocks. What about a small one? Okay, let's first try without any meshes. Select this, and I'll disable this align to normal and disable random yaw, and place one here. Now you can see the counter increased to 1, and then another one here, 2. I didn't place one here, 3. But we can't set the rotation of this object. That's because we can't select it. 4. Alright, now let's see if this works. Let's play the game. Well, it didn't work. Why is that? Okay, let's add a print to see if this part is being executed. Spawned, and when I play the game, oh, I didn't get the spawned text. Okay, oh, wait a minute, I should do this only once, otherwise there will be many characters in each tick. So do let's add it to once node here. And also let's disable the tick. Set tick component tick enabled. Let's make it false. Let's make it disable and add a delay of, let's say, 2 seconds, and then enable. Set component tick enabled to true. All right. No, still I didn't get the message saying spawned. What could be the reason? Is that because this part is not being executed? Well, before this branch, let's just print the distance so we can have a better idea. Okay, I get something 58,000. That is a very big number. Alright, so since this is instance static mesh component, maybe we should get the instances. Right. Sorry, I forgot. So we are only adding an instance here, so there is only one class for that whole character spawner. So yeah, so we should check the location against each instance of this static mesh component, this foliage instances. Okay, so let me change this a little bit. Now first we have to do this, get instance count. Okay, and now I'm gonna make this one an array. Set no. Okay, so we need let's do for loop, and this should be the last indexed. Then we should do this before enabling the tick. Then we should enable the tick after this part. Now in the loop body, add element. Now just add so I guess we would have an array with nothing, but the array size would be similar to the instance count of this foliage type. Right now, um, here let me remove this once node, get this one for each loop. If this is null, is valid. If this element is valid, that means we already have a character there, otherwise we don't. So this should go here, and we need to get instance transform. So the instance index is this, and it should be in world space. I split this, and this is the distance, this is the location we should use. And also for the character, and the rotation also I should use it. Okay, and here we should add this element to this array. Oh, not set array element index is this index, and the item is this one. Don't enable this size to fit. Alright, now let's see if this works. Yeah, we got the spawned message, but what happened to them? Maybe that's because they are spawned underground. So let's add a little offset from the ground. Like 100 units above that point. Right, I got the spawned message, but still I don't see the characters. Why is that? Okay, so actually at the moment I have selected all the instances of this foliage type. Maybe let's add some object to this, so it's easier for us to manage. So how about some cube? Yeah, this cube. Wait, is it going to crash? Because it's not responding. Yeah, unfortunately it crashed. Let me restart. Fortunately I have the changes here except this part. But Yeah, let me first try again to set a mesh to this so that we can. Okay, now we can see where the character is going to spawn. And yeah, let's make this a little smaller. Let's do the changes here. Where's the scale? Oh, we don't have a scale settings here. It's under painting. Okay, so I'll make this 0.1, 0.1. And how to apply these changes? To these instances. Okay, I have selected them all with this and reapply settings to instances. But it is not going to work. Okay, let me just oh wait, let me just delete them and place again. Okay, now they are small. Better. All right. Now, yeah, even if I still play it, I don't think the characters would be spawned because they have collisions. They will collide with other objects. So let's try moving this object like this to see if the characters are being spawned. Right, it did spawn the character. Okay, so that means the issue is with the height. So I'll add an offset here from location plus how much we should add. Let's try 200. Okay, now it worked. But there is a small issue. Their controllers are not being spawned. Alright, so why is that? Let's see. What's the default controller of this? AI. Placed in world. Let's try this. Placed in world and spawn for the auto process AI. And let's see if that works. Oh, why aren't they dropping down? Okay, maybe actually they are on top of right. So they were actually sitting on top of these benches. So okay, let's fix it. Now where's those object? Why can't I see them? Okay, so this is the red one is the forward. Alright, let's place them like this. We have another instance here. Okay, we can't use local coordinate system for the foliages. Alright, now let's see. Oh, I have rotated them in the wrong way. Right, now they're better. A little bit. Maybe I should move them a little closer. But you know the method now. Okay, so yeah, now they are already been already spawns because I am closer to them. Oh, why I have two here? And yeah, they have been spawned here because I am closer to them. So now, and also I can see it because they are spawning because I am starting the game from this point. So instead of, let's say now in here, let's start in a point like this. And now let's go to the toggle debug camera and go over there. Now there are now those characters are not there. So now let's see what happens if I move closer to them. Cool, now I have them. See, now I have them. Okay, so alright, so I'll stop this episode at this point, and In the next episode, I'll do the destroying part when the player is not there anymore. These characters needs to be destroyed to release the memory, but and after that I'm going to do some character pooling method, so that instead of destroying and spawning, I would be able to reuse the same characters in another place in the world, because spawning and destroying is would cause FPS hitches. So character pooling is a good way to deal with that, right? So yeah, I'll make a real source code release soon. So if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of my Patreon club. The link would be in the description below. And thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.